everybody. We're about 5 over, so why don't we go ahead and get started. I know we've got a raffle going on. When Sam gets back in the room, we'll go and have some raffle tickets sold. Let me just kill the music karaoke into the house. Yeah, there you go. Boom. Back up onto the presentation. So Sam, let's go round up the troops, and we'll jump back to the raffle as soon as she gets here. Although we got some pretty cool stuff. We got some KW t-shirts, which I love, and wine glasses, which a lot of other people love. So there you go. Well, hey, lot to go through today in today's meeting. So connection. You know, one of the things we've been doing lately is our connection questions around how many leads have you generated this week? Are you doing the work that generates business? But the truth is, the work that generates business in this industry is tough. And so today on our connection, I wanted to just share a little bit of this. So everybody loves me. That is, the inspiration for that is my son, William. And Will is 5. And this is his outlook on life. He literally jumps out of the car in the morning and goes, I've seen him do it. Everybody loves me. He just jumps out of the car and he starts high-fiving kids as he's walking into school. And it's crazy because he doesn't know any of those kids, right? These are like 5th graders. He's a kindergartner. You know what I mean? Like, we'll go to a family party, jumps out of the car, he goes, everybody loves me, and he just runs in, right? Because that's his view of the world. That's the story he tells himself. He is a celebrity in this world, and it's his, and everybody else is just part of it. Come on in, Tyler. And so I just, real quick, what is the best story you could tell yourself this morning that would power your day? Does that make sense? What's the best story that you can tell yourself this morning that would power your day? Good. Think about it for about a minute, and then I'm going to have you share it with somebody in the room. Make sense? So what is your story? Will's is everybody loves me. And because that he is an absolute celebrity in his world, right? And everybody goes along with it. What's yours? So you got a minute to think about it. Then I'm going to have you connect with someone next year. Your mark it set, give it some fun. Right? Does this make sense? Any questions?
It's funny.
All right, think about it. 1 minute. Silent reflection. That's the best way to start a meeting. Quiet. What's the story? A minute's a very long time. All right, good. Find somebody in the room and tell them, what is your story for today that's going to fuel your success today? That's going to make you have the most positive outcome possible today. On your mark, get set, talk amongst yourselves, go. Go for it.
Right now,
Cool, so what's your story? What's your story? Real quick, anybody want to share? What's that positive story? What is it that's going to power your success today? What is your story that's going to make you who you need to be today? Anybody want to share? Did you talk about this at all, or did you talk about other things? It's okay.
We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Brian's going to be, well, he is loyal. And that whole thing we talked about was, oh, a man's word is a man's word.
Yeah.
You know, and to have the integrity and the loyalty to say, I'm going to do this for you, and he goes and does it.
Nice. Yeah. So really, that story of who I am in this world. You know, absolutely cool. What else? What are the positive? What's your positive story that allows you to do the work of real estate? It's going to keep you motivated. It's going to keep you going out there. Anybody? Yeah.
Family. I got a young family. I have 2 little boys and a girl on the way.
Yeah.
And being able to provide for them keeps me going.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's me. It's up to me. If it's to me, it's up to me. Yeah. You know, I think a really powerful statement is everybody on the call today is looking for somebody like me, right? I mean, everybody I'm going to talk to, every seller in my database needs me, right? And they need me to find them. That's a different approach to lead generation than, God, I gotta make lead generation calls. Like, no, there are people in my database right now who need me, right? And now I need to find them. That's a different approach. It's a different spin, right? Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. So we're really going to focus on that today as we get through our meeting. But hey, you know, like I said, KW is different. Part of the reason we can say things like the people in my database need me, right? Because I'm not like every other agent. I do things a little bit different. Our beliefs are what power that. And here to tell us more about our Y4C2Ts, Mr. Brent Buechel.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So, you always know I got to give you a great quote. Hopefully this one will really tickle your ears. You know, Warren Buffett says this, delight your customers. That's the secret to success in business. No one has ever gone broke having 1 million delighted customers. Now there's someone that is not broke, right? So, you know, when we use our Y4C2Ts as a roadmap, we all can delight our customers, and it will set us all up for success in our business. So let's all stand up together and repeat our Y4C2Ts together, right? All right, here we go. You ready? Win-win or no deal. Integrity, do the right thing. Customers always come first. Commitment in all things. Communication, seek first to understand. Creativity, ideas before results. Teamwork, together everyone achieves more. Trust starts with honesty. Equity, opportunities for all. And success results through people. Great job, you guys. Sit down. 3 quick things of KW culture. I love this second to the bottom. Equity, opportunities for all. You know, you see, it's a natural law. It's a natural law. When you treat people right, you'll delight them, and you can delight them into being raving fans. And that's great KW culture. The second thing of KW culture, you know, I hear Brian Buffini said this, focus your mind on delighting your customers and you'll have a delightful business. How true is that? And how do we do that? Well, by being the part of a solution on any of the issues that come up. Because that's great KW culture. And the third thing of great KW culture, and I have to give a shout out to my wife, she handled another associate's business problem when she was gone out of town and she needed help. Why? Because that's great KW culture. So with that, I hope you have a delightful culture week.
Hey, so we're going to go quick today because I want to get to the meat of this meeting, or the content part. So events and announcements, objection handlers with Sam Offman today here in the Riverside Market Center. This is critical stuff. So if you are not comfortable with language, be here in this class. You're going to get some great insights from Sam. You're going to get opportunities to exercise. We don't want to practice on our clients, so we practice here, right? And that's absolutely it, right? We practice like we play, but you got to practice to get there. So that's with Sam at 12:30. This is a class I'm teaching down at Ivar. I would love for you to attend. We have about 55 people registered for this class, both inside and out KW. And this is learn to use AI in your business. We will cover the basics, ChatGPT, kind of your entry-level stuff. We're going to cover some image generator stuff that's kind of fun and a little sexy. We actually will get into even using AI avatars to do your explainer videos. So it's going to be, all the way into that. This is 2 to 3 o'clock p.m. But we talk about KW on the move. Love for you to be there and support that. And if you're not using these tools, you are definitely missing an opportunity to create leverage in your business. I will say that now. So that is tomorrow at 2 down at Ivar. And then learn more about your farm. This is Donna, how do you say Donna's last name? Hurlbert. Donna H. Donna H. from First American is going to be doing a farming class here. That's May 31st at 11 a.m. Some great tools. And again, farming is just another avenue that you can be looking into. And then Ignite is starting back up on June 1st, every Monday and Thursday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So if you're not at cap, meaning your business is not producing, let's say, 1 transaction a month, then you should be part of Ignite, period. Because it tells me you haven't mastered the foundational models, right? You're not creating a sustainable business. You're doing deals every now and then, or you're expecting them to come to you. But I know that the foundational models of Keller Williams means you come in and you run this like a business and you have results like a business, and that's what we teach at Ignite. So if you're not getting that business, I expect to see you Mondays and Thursdays, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Moving on, Mentor Minute. Ray, do we have Mentor Minute today?
Well, we've got a lot of mentees here. Raise your hand if you're in mentorship. See, look at that, Ooh, that means you're showing up and you're gonna get some great stuff. And today is Jen's birthday.
Yeah, Jen's birthday
So,
today.
for our mentor minute, we should just all wish happy birthday on her side.
Very good. So go ahead and wish Jen some happy birthday greetings. So let's talk about our new listings. We've got a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,523 square feet. This is coming soon. And from Leanne Sargent. Leanne is just on fire. Leanne, oh my gosh. Killing it right now. And so this one, Leanne, anything you want to tell us about it?
Need some work
Okay.
and good location,
Yeah.
good price.
Good location, good price. Yeah, $549 for a 4-bedroom house. I mean, how much work are we talking?
Cosmetic.
Cosmetic. Okay, well, good.
Upgrades or something.
I would definitely be interested in this. And how long has it been coming soon for?
Coming soon, 2 days maybe.
And when will it go live?
Friday.
Friday, okay. So my guess is that you will show up on Friday to see the house and be in line. So talk to Leanne to get yourself in a better position, right? So good. Good. This is coming from Jules Farmer. It's a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 3,343 square feet for $1,150,000 in Norco. Beautiful home. Talk to Jules for more information. Just listed 3 bedrooms, 2 baths from the Diane Frank team. Diane is back on the board. This is looks like a manufactured home for $199 in Riverside. And good, talent pushes. Hey, this is what I want to talk about today, and I'm going to keep coming back to this. As a business owner, when I look to hire somebody, I am not looking to hire somebody I've got to drag across the finish line. When I talk to my teams about their businesses, and they're telling me about their buyer's agents or their showing agents, you'll hear me say repeatedly is talent pushes. Talent pushes. Talent's hungry. Hungry, humble, smart, right? Now, I'm a business owner. This is my business, right? Keller Williams Riverside. Talent pushes. If this was a job, do you feel like you're talent pushing? Because it is a job. Are you pushing? Are you hungry? Are you saying, I will, no matter what? Because talent pushes. You're the business owner. You're the employee. Do you have an employee that makes you uncomfortable because they're pushing you to be better every single day, to achieve more? And again, you're the business owner and you're the employee. Are you pushing yourself? right? Are you saying, man, I've got the best freaking employee in my business because if something happens, does that make sense? We've got to continue to be that person. And I have to say, this moment in the market is critical. Now, Bob Jacks called me this morning. He has a listing at 801. Guess what happened to it? It's a familiar story by now. What happened over the weekend? If you had a listing active over the weekend, what happened?
It's under contract.
It's under contract. Yeah, absolutely. He had open houses all day on Saturday, had open houses planned for Sunday, but somebody came in and said, I'm all cash and will offer X amount over if you don't do an open house tomorrow. And he said, I'll take it. Right? Right? Absolutely. That's the market right now. But here's the thing. Was that the market in the fall?
No.
No. And so we have a tendency in this industry to think that's going to last forever. It's back. But what can happen in the fall? Just stop. Right. What can happen if the feds raise the rates? Down. Right. So what does that mean about this moment? Take advantage. Take advantage of it. Hustle hard. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And if you hear it in my voice, I'm a little passionate about this. These are just some stats on home buying and real estate professionals. 86% of buyers recently purchased their home through a real estate agent or a broker, right? So how many percentage of buyers use a real estate agent? 86%, right, that's good. Okay, so how many of them, having an agent to help them find the home was what buyers wanted most? That's what they said, like having somebody so they can help me find it. But where'd they find them? 38% of buyers used an agent that was referred to them by a friend, neighbor, relative. So wait, so 38% of the buyers did they find them on Redfin? No. Where'd they find them? They found them through a friend or relative. Right. Okay, so when we look at our database, what I want you to start thinking is I'm not looking necessarily at my database. I'm looking through my database, right? I am trying to get the business in my database, but I'm looking through my database because 38% of the buyers didn't know you. They knew somebody who knew you, right? 38% of the buyers knew someone who knew you, so it was important that the people who knew you said, man, Tyler's freaking awesome, right? Right, Brad Beachel, that guy will go above and beyond for you. Gene Pooley, don't get me started, right? Does that make sense? Like, that's what you want. That's the kind of service we need. 67% of buyers interviewed only one real estate agent. The majority of the buyers you're going to talk to are not going to talk to anybody else. And so we create all these stories, like if you're nervous about why they won't use me, guess what? You're not in competition most of the time, right? All you have to do is get there because they're not going to talk to anybody else unless you flame out so bad. No, just kidding, right? Okay, so 89% of the buyers say they'd use their agent again. Now that's fascinating to me because 89% of buyers said they would use their real estate agent again. But my knowledge of this industry is not every agent is excellent. True? Some are amazing. Some are not. There's a lot of mediocre real estate agents. And yet, the buyers, 89%, meaning 89% of the transactions, mediocre or not, they said we'd use them again. So what does that tell you about staying in touch with the past clients? And also, what does it tell you about their level of expectations?
Low.
Not super high, right? So again, what's the story you're telling yourself? We're going to come back to the story over and over again. The story I'm telling myself is, oh, Brent, go ahead.
I just think that last one, 89% of the buyers would use their agent again and recommend their agent to others. Have you ever thought about adopting the buyer that bought your listing? Because that's one way that you have another whole opportunity. They just remember names, right? They don't remember. I can call someone and, hey, I'm the agent that you bought that home from, meaning that I was selling the home and you bought it. Oh yeah, how you doing? I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Can I
Of
tell
course you
story?
haven't, right? But that's the thing that you can do. Adopt those buyers that bought your listings too. Think about that.
So Bob Jacks, over in our Norco office, is closing a deal this week that the buyer, not his client, is referring their sister to him who's buying $1 million home. Because he adopted the buyer, right? He just took good care and he went above and beyond to make sure the thing closed and they saw that, right? So Brent's absolutely right. When that house closes, if you're the listing agent, that's now your new client, right? But again, what's your story? Well, the story is I know a lot of people who are looking for me. I know a lot of people who have friends that need a good real estate agent. 60-something% of them will find their agent through a friend, so it's really important that my friends know that I'm looking for business. That's the story. The other story is, you know what, I don't have to be scared to go on an interview because 67% of people aren't going to ask anybody else, right? That's a really good story. And the other story is, man, if I'm just halfway decent, then they're only going to interview me. I'm going to get them to the close of the transaction, and they're going to think I'm great, right? Because they're in their new home, which I helped them get into. But if I'm truly excellent, my numbers are going to crush these, because these are the average numbers, right? And I'm not average. Right, so let's look at sellers. Sorry, this is a little bit smaller eye chart. 63% of sellers found their agent through a referral. How many sellers found their agent through a referral?
63%.
63%, over half. From a friend. A referral from a friend, a neighbor, or a relative. Or they use an agent they'd worked with before to buy or sell a home. Meaning, somebody you know knows someone right now who needs to sell a home, and they're going to refer them to someone. Is that someone going to be you? 80% of recent sellers contacted, this data's gotten better, 80% of recent sellers contacted one agent before finding the right agent they worked with to sell their home. One, right? So 80% of the time when I show up for a listing appointment, I'm going to get it because they're not going to interview anybody else. Or 80% of the listings that come out there, I should be able to, are you following me on that one? 80% only interviewed one person, so what do I need to do? I've got to get there first. Absolutely. Right? And I have to just not be terrible. Because why would they interview another agent? If you're terrible, that's right. Right. Or you didn't show up. Right. But if I just show up and I'm halfway decent, I'm going to get the listing. This is important in this market. And then 86% of sellers listed their homes on the multiple listing service. We know that. 74% of sellers reported that they provided agent compensation. We know that. The typical seller has recommended their agent once since selling their home. What? The typical seller has, what was that? Recommended their agent once since selling the home. That means you should be expecting at least one referral for every closed listing at a minimum. Because the typical seller, without you asking, is already referring you. Right?
Ask for it.
Ask for it. Ask for it. They want to do it. The typical seller is already doing it. It means they want to do it. Right? 27% of sellers recommended their agent 4 or more times since selling their home. So if 25% of your closing recommended you 4 times since closing in that first year, and you got 4 clients from that one, right? That's what we got to focus on. 85% that would definitely or probably recommend their agent for future services. So these are important numbers to have in mind. So with that in mind, this is what I want you to have on your heart every single day. Lead generation is the job of every business owner. Is there a business, is there any business owner you can think of that doesn't have to lead generate? Not one. What's that?
The answer over here was the government.
The government, thank you, yes, exactly. If you can get into that work, go for it. Good, but okay, so we have Patty from Tyler. You're here why?
I'm here why?
Yeah.
Because I need business.
Lead generation, absolutely. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, you do the Popeye thing, I forgot your name.
Vanessa.
Vanessa, why are you here today?
To get new clients.
Lead generation. You know what I'm saying? Brandon, why are you here today?
I just love being here.
Yeah, sure. Lead generation, right? These are business owners. Why are they here? Lead generation. Susan, you're here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Lead generation,
Yeah.
right. You know, your dentist sends you a happy birthday. Do you think they really are happy about your birthday? No, they're doing lead generation. Every single business owner does lead generation. So when you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, I don't want to do it, guess what? Any business has to do it, right? Any business worth owning has to do lead generation. So that's the story you're going to tell you. Why do I have to do lead generation? I'm a business owner. Every business owner does lead generation. In-N-Out Burgers still has commercials, right? Because they're doing lead generation. Right? They don't need to, I guess. Maybe they do. They do the data. They don't. That is what a hamburger's all about, right? Everyone does lead generation. So why would you be any different? You're not, right? And so we've got some myths where we think, well, lead generation is just when you get started. In-N-Out still runs commercials. Krispy Kreme had a billboard in Times Square, right? I was just there. So, where can I find listing leads? Because in this market, you get a listing, it settles. So the fastest way to get a paycheck is to do what? But where are they? So that's what I want some conversation around right now. I'm going to just kind of step back. Where are the listing leads right now? Talk amongst yourselves. Let's just shout it out. Round table. Raise your hand. Say something. Anybody?
Distress.
Distress. Tyler, what's that?
Divorce. Default.
All right.
Death.
Okay, good. Here's what we're going to do. Break into groups of 5. Where can I find listing leads right now? Go.
Someone died. Someone's got a job and they're gonna go somewhere. They may not be selling. They may know someone. Especially nowadays, we're at an age now where we're talking to parents and kids.
Oh, okay. You feel lucky today? Oh, there you go. Okay, hold on. You too?
Yes. All right, good deal. So I'm going to count back from 5 to 1 when I get to one member back here. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on back. So where can I find listing leads right now? Anybody want to throw it out?
Off market,
Off market, what does that mean, Robert?
making phone calls to different areas and
You mean
letting
cold
them know-
calling?
Yeah, phone.
I would say by its definition, every lead that's a lead is off market right now. So, but yes, but calling, so you're just saying prospecting, just random prospecting cold calls. Yeah, absolutely. You know, Mike Ferry made a great career as a real estate coach telling people pick up the phone book and just start calling.
Yes.
right? Just go start walking on, just go walk in neighborhoods, start knocking, because there's a percentage of the population that is just going to sell any given time, right? And you could do that, right? If you just said, I'm gonna contact 40 people a day, you're going to eventually hit one who says, you know what? I am thinking about selling, right? So yeah, cold calling, absolutely. Where else? Where are they right now?
Expired listings?
Expired listings are definitely an opportunity right now. Yeah, these are some of the traditional things, expired listings. That's somebody raised their hand and said, I want to sell my house. So one of two things happened. It wasn't priced right, or it wasn't prepared right, right? That's it. That's it. And so you just fix one of those two things, and you have a sale, right? Sounds simple. What else?
Another one I think too is, we had that one on Marmion that, we were showing listings, and so there was a lot of people coming in, and just the neighbors were shocked at how much we were getting for the property, and he bought it way back when, but it was a contact. I mean, I don't think he was quite ready to sell. He was an older gentleman. He said, well,
He told me his wife is gonna sell it when he does.
Yeah, his wife's gonna sell it when he does.
Well,
but
you know, just,
still, it's
but
a
she will.
contact, and they made.
Well, then
You should have said to him, how much does she like you?
Yeah. Look for it to be active on Tuesday.
Does she prepare your food? Anyway, but I would say circle prospecting, yeah. Prospecting around, because guess what? When a property goes on the market in today's market and it sells over asking price and it does it in 2 days, what do the neighbors think?
Holy crap.
Exactly, right? What is mine worth? Well, let me tell you. Because they're all thinking it, right? So circle prospecting. What else? Where else are listing leads right now? Yeah.
Conservative or Republican Facebook groups or meetings, you know they wanna get out of the state of California.
Okay, I would say that.
It's so true, you're reading my
I'm gonna say relocation and maybe without the rest of it, but yes, relocation.
Yeah, life happens, right?
Right, people who are unhappy in California for whatever reason. Yeah, relocation, yeah. What else? Where else are listing leads right now?
Real estate investors, sorry.
I'm prospecting divorce attorneys.
Divorce, yeah. Tyler mentioned that a little bit, yeah, divorce.
I'm on my second one.
Divorce attorney, yes, okay, yeah.
I love my husband 32 years. Thank you for clearing that up.
All right, Tyler, you said.
Real estate investors.
Real estate investors as a source of listings. Tell me about that.
They talk to a lot of people as well, and they spend a lot of money on talking to those people,
Yeah,
and they have a lot of leads that they can't touch because they can't buy every house.
yep, absolutely. And they don't necessarily have the time to sell them themselves. It's not what they're looking to do. It's not their business model, right? So real estate investors, yeah, good. Where else? Where are listings right now?
Probate.
Probate, dead people. Yeah, absolutely. Probates. Somebody died and now the family has to figure out what to do with the property.
Dead
Right.
people, dead marriage.
Dead people, dead marriages, yeah. Yep, what else? Probates, good. Where else?
Relocation.
We got, okay, relocation, absolutely.
Default.
Jobs. So relocation, jobs, right?
Default.
Tell me about default.
Someone can't pay their mortgage anymore.
Right. Yeah, because sometimes you get relocated for a job, sometimes the job relocates without you, right? So default. Yeah. Where else?
Seniors.
Seniors, what about seniors?
Seniors can't go up and down stairs anymore. Seniors need to downsize. Seniors need to move into assisted living.
Yep, and do the mortgage rates affect that? No, the stairs still suck, whether it's 5% or 2%, right?
Right.
Mom still can't remember where she is, whether it's 5% or 2%, right? Or
Right.
6%. That doesn't change, right? So yeah, that's it, that's gonna be there. I saw a hand in the back.
Grandparents
Grandparents.
who are moving to be next to their grandkids.
Yep, grandparents relocating, yeah.
Or like the assisted living places, when parents have gotten moved into, they can't be on their own anymore.
Seniors assisted living, yeah, absolutely. What else? Where else are there listings right now?
People who need to sell to be able to get like a next gen home, like because their kids just came home from college, but their kids don't have a good job yet. And they
Yeah.
need to move back in with them, so they want privacy for them, so they're looking for next gen type of situations.
Boomerangs,
Yes.
right? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And it can be a kid who's back trying to get started. It could be their young family trying to get started, right? We're seeing more multi-family kind of situations, absolutely. We're building for them now too. Saul, you had something.
I would say distressed landlords, so people that have tenants that aren't paying rent, or they're just having trouble getting someone out, they need help.
Distressed landlords, yep.
This is a crazy way
Yeah.
to market,
Yeah.
but it's working.
Okay.
I have offered my sons 30% if they'll refer me to their friends. And because they're my children, I can legally give them 4,000 to 5,000, right?
Right.
And my son just referred me his buddy who's good to 1.2.
Yeah, okay, so sphere of influence, but give a gift to friend. No, we can't call it referral, it's not referral,
No,
but a gift.
they're my children.
Yeah, you're giving them a gift, yeah.
But they need to pay off their student loan debt.
Yep.
So, just saying, it's
So-
thinking outside the box.
So
I don't
that's a
know what this
sphere
is.
referral, which we can't call a referral, but yes, okay, but sphere, right.
What can you call it?
That's just a gift.
Children, but bribery.
Or
Right.
if they're next to them. Like, I mean, I do
You can
think
still
that there
give
are
it.
people, like, you wanna be able to say, hey, if you refer something to me, I would wanna give them.
You cannot
Like,
say
I know
that.
he was saying,
Yeah.
Bob was saying
That's the
like.
problem, is that card, it's DRE will not allow that.
So there's,
$25
but,
gift card.
yes, so, put it this way, you cannot call a referral, you cannot call it a commission, you can show your appreciation to someone, but you can't say it up front. So I couldn't say to you, Jeannie, you know, if you refer me friends, I will be very generous in the way I reward you for that to the tune of $5,000. I can't say that to you, but if you did refer me a friend, I could give you $5,000, because I can give up to $24,000 or to a couple, right? And then if you told everybody that I did that, I wouldn't hate it, right? So it's conditional.
I see.
Right, does that make sense? Okay,
I thought you could only give $25 as a gift.
you can
For
know,
tax-
so
Tax
so
pur-
for tax purposes, like right now I could say, you know, Suzanne, I really appreciate you as a friend and I'm giving you a gift of $12,000. And that would not be taxable to you or taxable to me. If it's related to a real estate thing, then yes. Or it would be taxable to me but not to you. You don't get taxed on it, right? If I was tying it to a gift in a real estate way, then yes, then standard $25. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So it cannot be a quid pro quo. But,
You couldn't write it off on your taxes.
absolutely not.
Right.
Right. It would not be that type of thing. So, and again, I'm not encouraging this
No, I
behavior.
know.
I'm just saying that's, you know, according to the IRS, you can give a gift up to, I believe it's 6,000 per person now. Or no, I think it's like 12,000 per person. Up to 24,000 for a couple. Why is that important to know? Well, do we ever get gift letters? That's what they're using, right? A gift letter is when someone's giving a gift to help them buy a home. Right, Brandon, am I right on that one?
Yes.
Yes, okay, good. So, you guys just told me there were all of these ways to find listing leads, right? Most of these, all of these, don't really change depending on the market circumstances, right? This is just what happens. This is just life, right? Okay, so are there listings out there?
Yes.
Absolutely, right? So we can find them. How do we find them? Prospecting, right? The fastest, quickest, most cost-efficient way to find all of these is to prospect. So if I'm looking for off-market listings, like Robert said, how do I prospect for them? Just call, get a list that is, you know, TCPA compliant, and make a phone call, right? What happens on those phone calls, Robert? Nine times out of 10, what happens?
They're willing to talk.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised. I mean, I've maybe gotten phone slammed on me maybe 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah. So what happens? Has anyone ever
called
really?
enough people yet.
Let me ask you this. All right.
I've had a
That's
short-
unusual.
Has anybody ever been rude to you?
No, not really.
Okay, Tyler, anybody ever been rude to you?
Oh,
Okay, did it change your life in any way?
no,
No, okay. Yep.
I laughed.
Yeah, yeah.
It's funny.
Yep. It just got you closer to the next yes.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. In fact, if they hang up right away, guess what? Good news.
Yeah.
That was a short call. Move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Right? You just saved a buttload of time.
I call them back. I think we got disconnected.
Yeah, exactly, exactly, right? But so prospecting, that's how you do it. If you're gonna be looking at expireds, how do you do that? You call them, or you show up at the house, and you say, hey, I'm just following up, I saw your house didn't sell. Screw you, get off my property. All right, awesome, I'm gonna leave this report here with you, this gift. Good deal. Mind if I follow up with you next week? I don't ever want to see you again. Okay, I'll see you next week. Right? Because what does it do to you if they're rude?
Nothing.
Nothing. No. Right?
Yeah.
They don't know you. It's not a judgment about you.
Yeah.
Right? But unless you write the story. Unless you write the story of the reason they didn't like me, it was this and because of that, and I showed up, my shirt wasn't right. Like, who cares, right?
Yeah.
Like, it was about them, right? Not about you. Circle prospecting, you guys all know how to do that, right? Home goes up for sale, you just prospect around it. Does it have to be your home?
No.
No! Any listing on the market right now, you could circle prospect around that neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's tons there. Relocation jobs, how do you market for relocations, people, well, Brandon, you said it. Relocating out of California, you look at groups who might be looking to move. The tech industry is moving out of California. I hate to say it, but it's true, right? We know that there are certain political orientations who find this place less satisfying to be in. I might be amongst them at times, right? Yeah, okay. Right, we know that there are a lot of different reasons people move, right? So we find as we get creative about join those Facebook groups, right? Divorce, how do you find people getting divorced?
Talk to lawyers?
Talk to lawyers, yeah,
Or do
absolutely.
lawyers?
Talk to lawyers, talk to pastors, talk to barbers, right? Right, hairdressers, bartenders, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, my barber, I had this conversation with my barber a couple weeks ago. He was like, I said, I want to run this by you. I tell my agents all the time. He goes, oh man, you wouldn't believe what I hear, right? So yeah, investors. What about investors? How do you find investors?
They find you.
Sometimes. Tyler, what would you suggest?
I look up what's recently sold in the area that was bought with cash or hard money, and I call them.
Yeah.
Or I mail them.
If I see one person bought 3 houses for cash this year, guess what that is?
That's an investor.
Investor.
Yeah.
He's probably doing a lot of work to get those.
Right.
So all I got to do is pull that from my title rep, and now I've got a list to call.
Yeah, they want to talk to you.
Yep. Yep.
Those people want to talk to you.
Your sphere of influence, people who know you. That's an easy one. How do you get in touch with them?
Facebook.
Oh, on Facebook. You just make a contact, right? Okay, good. I mean, I could go through, but for every one of these, they're there right now for you, right? Okay, so prospecting and marketing. I just want to point this out because sometimes we get this backwards. This is from a lead generation class from Keller Williams. We prospect and we market, right? We market to people we haven't met so that we can turn to the people we met so that we can prospect to them more, right? Does that make sense? The goal is always going to be to have a relationship, to set an appointment. But even if you're marketing to people, what's the point of marketing to people? To create a relationship so you can call them. So if you're not calling the people in your database, why would you go out and market to people you don't know? Because you're going to have to call them eventually. So start calling people you do know right now. Right, that makes a lot of sense, right? And then, so if you're not working in your database, do it. So, okay, sorry, and then I just want to go through some myths on this. We're going to get some language. Prospecting equals cold calling. Does prospecting equal cold calling? What's a cold call? What's a cold call?
Calling a stranger, they don't know you.
Calling a stranger. Is your database full of strangers?
No.
Nope. So there's no cold calling in it, right? I'm going to roll through these quickly, right? Prospecting equals meeting people and building purposeful relationships. You can prospect at the side of the soccer field. You can prospect after church. You can prospect in line to buy groceries. You can prospect almost anywhere because you are meeting people and building business relationships, right? Prospect in an elevator. You can prospect in line at security, right? So things you can do. Myth 2, prospecting means contacting people you don't know. It can, but it means contacting people you know as well as people you don't know, right? So who are the people you know, and who are the people you don't know? Well, pick up your phone. The people you know are in there. The people in your social media, the people in your database, right? People you don't know, everybody else. So is your opportunity limited? No. Because literally, everywhere you go, you are surrounded by opportunity. If that's the story you tell yourself. I go in to get coffee, I'm surrounded by opportunity, right? Everywhere I go. And here's the thing, the beautiful thing about it. We are starving for connection in this culture. Right? I can tell you that because my wife is in the New York subway over the weekend, and she's talking to everyone, and you know what happens? They talk back. But before she started talking, you know what they did? It was the don't stab me look. Right. People are starving for connection. You know, she chats with the baristas at the coffee place. They're talking to her, right? Stuart had to cut in front of me in line as we're going through security, and I said, hey, well, if you're on my flight, I deserve a little back. He goes, you going to Paris? I said, no. He said, tough crowd. I said, no. I mean, but like we're talking, but a little relationship begins, right?
Yeah.
It's always opportunity. So myth 3, prospecting is what you do to launch your business. We talked about in the beginning. Is it a launch your business? Suzanne, is prospecting just about launching your business?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, what do you do every day, Suzanne?
Prospect.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. Tyler, do you do any prospecting?
Oh, no.
No, not at all, not at all. No, yeah, that's what, you're not hearing that through the wall of his office every day, right? Brent, let me ask you, do you ever do any prospecting?
I never have, I just did little my thumb.
There you go, right, absolutely. Sam, you don't make any phone calls to people in your database, do you?
Hell no.
No, absolutely not. They just walk through the door, they sell. Leanne, I imagine that you didn't talk to anybody to get the amount of listings you've had recently.
Need to call people.
You need to call people, but you're talking to people in the world, aren't you? Right, they didn't, so this is the thing. It doesn't have max, everybody's gotta do it, and you always do it. Right, so lead generating is about listening more than it's about talking. Lead generation is about listening more than it's about talking. So here's what I want to just get into real quick. I've got a lead for I think almost everybody here, hopefully I do. Heads up, throwing leads at you. Back of the room. Sorry, Sam, those didn't stay stable. Good, all right, good. Saul. Okay, if I don't get one to you, just come and see me in a second. There you go. So these are actual leads. These are people who more than likely are going to end up selling their home, right? Now this particular type of lead, you will see every single one of these is an opportunity. I'm not making this up. On a yellow? Oh, nope. Sorry, Robert snatched that one. Okay, it's going higher this time. All right. Jackson. Pretty good. Pretty good. Whoop, look out, Susan. Good. All right, Brent.
You're the lead in the hospital.
Ron? Good, Eric. Now, I will tell you. Good, there's not one. Okay, good. Going back, Valerie. All right, Luz. Christine, did you get one yet? All right, good. Anybody else? Good. Every single one of these is an opportunity. All right, Sam, send one back to you. Look out, Brandon, send one back to you too, Sam. All right, good deal. All right, anybody else need one? I've got extra. All right, Ray, look out. Coming. All right, good. All right, I'm gonna hold the rest up here. Okay, good. Here you go. So good. Okay, come back, Joe. Sorry, Joanna. Here. Joanna, I'll give you one. Just here. We've all noticed my athletic prowess, so there you go. Now, what you hold in your hand here,
No, I'm just kidding.
Hold up. Every single one of those is an opportunity. Every single one of those is somebody who has now received what we call a notice of default. Do you think there's an easy conversation in this room right now?
No.
Okay, let me tell you about that, Jen.
I think it's easy.
Okay, Jen, why do you think it's easy?
Well, when the market crashed in 2008, we saved our house by doing short sales for 2 years.
Yeah.
So I think it's easy because people are confused, they're afraid, they're scared, they don't know what to do. This is their home, maybe made some bad mistakes. And if your heart is to help, it's an absolutely easy conversation.
Cool. All right. Awesome. Who else? Anybody else? Sam, if you had one of these right now, what would you say when you called them?
I don't call them, I go knock on the door and I wanna see them.
Tell me about it.
Well, first thing, I find out exactly what's going on with the property, do the history, find out what kind of loan they have, see why they defaulted, or give a pre-foreclosure. Wrap my mind around it to understand them so I know how to talk to them.
Yeah.
Then instead of calling, I'll go out there with a little gift, stop by and say hello. I'm here in the area, just want to drop you a gift. And I understand what's going on and how can I help you?
Yeah. How can I help you? Right? What else? Anybody else think? Tyler, what's your take on this?
I'd give them a call and let them know that, hey, I understand they're going through a little bit of a tough situation right now, but I have resources available to help them should they be interested in getting some help if they need it. I'm happy to provide any of those resources to them for free, no obligation.
Yeah.
So whatever they need to get to keep them in that house and deal with that default, so it's done and off of their record, and they can feel peace of mind to sleep at night. That's what I'm here to do. So
Yeah.
do you need some help?
Yeah.
How can I be of service?
How can I help you? How can I help you? What else?
follow up with the phone call.
Send a letter to the CMA, just bring the value of the home, did you know you have this amount of equity in your home, right? Yeah, how can I help you, right? I would say every person with one of these has a story, right? They've got a story, there's a reason that they have that. So why don't you go and find out what the story is, right? So, this is the thing, every single person here has an opportunity to go get a listing today, potentially. Or to help somebody who needs you, right? Are you all ready to go out and have those conversations right now?
Yes.
All right?
Yeah.
Is there anybody here who feels like I'm not ready to go have that conversation right now? I'm not. Sam?
Can you do a homework for everybody who got one?
Yeah?
Next week, come back and report what they have done. And that will put the accountability in place for each and every one of us.
All right, can we agree on that?
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Every person here is gonna contact their
To skip
entity.
trace. Batch skip trace is 15 cents per skip. That gives you contact info. TruePeopleSearch.com gives you contact info. And also TruePeopleSearch.com gives you contact info for their family members. Call. It's worth it.
Is that a scrub list, a do not call list?
Yes. They mention if it's do not call or not.
Okay.
Yeah, it says DNC on it.
Sorry, just taking a picture to document who's here. Yes, yeah.
And Vanessa's here to keep in touch with your past clients, or?
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely, so
Great-
Vanessa's got her
great
Popeye
system,
stuff,
yeah.
you know, and so like, this is an option for Popeye even.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just to interject here, when the market was going through, a lot of people were going through that, I created several different campaigns that are very unique, very personal, and very heartfelt. As he was mentioning, with a gift that can be sent or dropped by, that gives them all of your information and also information about what you can help them with. So that's something, if anybody is interested in talking about, I would love that opportunity, either today or another time, to show you and explain how that works as well.
Cool.
So.
She set up in the lounge. Uh-oh.
Is it worse today? Oh, my mistake, it was worse today, I didn't realize that. Oh, my apologies. That's okay, we'll go through pretty quick. But here's what I wanna do. I want you to take just 3 minutes, and I want you to practice having that NOD conversation. It can be at the door, it can be on the phone, but I want you to role play that with the people around you. Does that make sense? Okay. Because my guess is, I said, are y'all ready to do that? And everyone's like, yeah. My guess is you're not. Right? And most of us aren't. We're not ready to put ourselves in a situation of emotional vulnerability with somebody in a place of compassion that it's going to take, right? So do me a favor, just knock on a door or make a phone call to somebody here in the room and role play that conversation real quick. Okay, all right, go. are back. Good. So, hey, I love the energy. I love the energy. Right, because here's the thing. Right now, you all have a viable lead right there. If at the very least, you have somebody in need, right? And so you can go be Keller Williams to that person in need. And what you may be able to do for them is give them a nest egg by which to build their future on, where they may be paralyzed in fear in such a way that they're going to lose that and have nothing, right? So you have the opportunity to really bring that. So Sam has the objection handler class after this. I mean, I would definitely be at that class right after this. We just talked about it today. Listings are gold right now. You just told me the roadmap to get them. Now go work like the employee you would hire, because talent pushes. Does that make sense? Okay. Hey, we got to recognize some top producers, so I'm going to do that because again, this market is not an easy market. I don't know if there is an easy market, I'll be honest. But this one is particularly challenging. So, to recognize our top team volume, and I love what I'm looking at here, we see in third place the Tyler Hungerford team with $2,390,000. Tyler Hungerford. We don't have certificates, apparently I told you no certificates here. Would you like to take a picture in front of the...
Yeah,
Saul. Okay, good. Saul, get a picture. Gotcha. Okay, go, Tyler.
Point up to it. Point up to it.
Hey, Tyler.
Yes, it's a heaty.
It's a heat.
No. Okay, good. Good. In second place, Tanya Bamberg team, and in first place, back from vacation, we've got the Offman team. Let's do it. You want to come up with a picture, or do you want to just get some? We can
Picture!
All right, Sam, you want to grab a picture in front of the? We'll just point to the screen. Here we go. You right here. All right, come on over. We'll take a picture with TV in it. We'll point to the your placement here, and then we'll go. Here we go. Come on in, guys.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Got it.
There you go. All right.
Just remember, past performance does not guarantee anything of the future.
There you go. All right, so the top team volume, top team listings, it's a very similar group of people here today. And so the Hungerford team with 2 units, the Bamberg team with 3 units, and the Offman team with 3 units. So congratulations, everybody. Let's get a group picture with the Offmans and the Hungerford team. Come on up. And Robert, saw you guys come up too.
Robert.
All right, we'll get a group picture with y'all. I like pictures. It's just me. All right, good deal.
Brian, come on, man, get a good angle. Come on, Doug.
Look over there now.
All right, awesome. Congratulations, guys. And top team closing, just it's the same thing. So we've got the Hungerford team 3 units, the Bamberg team 4 units, and the Offman team for 4 units. Congratulations. There's correlations here. So if you list, you got the volume and you get the closing. So let's keep that rolling. Top individual volume, we have Sherry Harb with 1,230,000, and I love seeing this. Jackson Dutra with 2 million. Kelly Henley with 3,170,000 out of her office. So Jackson, stay up here because we're going to recognize you again on the next slide. There we go. All right. All right, there you go. I always like. All right, stay up. And then we got top individual closings. Jackson with top individual closings. 3 years. Here, come on over here with me, and then we'll just kind of both look at you lovingly like this. All right, and then our top 10 for the month. What a great group. Ennis coming in at number 10, Daniel Taylor, Carla Valdez, Sherry Harb, the Beachell team, Jackson Dutra, the Hungerford team, Tanya Bamberg team, Offman team, and Kelly Henley. I always say Henley, but it is Henley, Kelly Henley. So congratulations to our top listers. I love it because we got some rising stars there. Look out, Ennis and Jackson, they're coming for you. So, all right. Good deal. And then our happy birthdays, Bob Jack, Samantha Gonzalez on May 4th. There we go. Doroteo Duran, Manny Mendoza. Mendoza, Edward Jones, that's his real name, Azer Hausa, Tony Garcia, Christian Antillon, Rose Conant, Sherry Harb, Debbie Wiegand, Eddie Villafan, it was like over the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Eddie just happened. Sean Selter, Nicole Taylor,
That's
Emily Jang, I was gonna say, Jen Ferris,
Today.
today.
Happy birthday.
And Leslyn McGill, happy birthday to everyone. And today's meeting is sponsored by Susan Sanderson, American Home Shield. Susan, coming up, tell us.
Come on down.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. So when you said you get the phone hung up on you, you know my little thing.
Yeah.
Even with me, I mean, every morning 6 o'clock, I'm sending out emails to agents that have new listings and going into escrow. You know, Paul and yeah. But no, N-O. N means next. O means opportunity.
There you go.
So that's what I have to say. My friend yesterday gave me a positive bracelet, like no negative energy. She gave this to me. Because I've been 16 years doing home warranty, and I've had agents even say, how do you even do this like anymore? You know, and I really do believe we all have a purpose, and I love helping people. I do. It's a passion. I enjoy it. They're mean to me sometimes. Yeah, you know, you let it roll. I've got thick skin now. But one thing nobody said was FISBOs.
You're right.
Do they no longer exist? And I think I shared that story once with you. Keller Williams, Temecula, I was an agent there, and they had me go through Brian Buffini. He said, everybody go out and get a FISBO. And I'm like, after the class, where do you buy a FISBO? I don't even know, where do I go buy it? What is, I didn't know what it meant at all. I'm trying to purchase a FISBO, which is, you know, for sale by owner. They didn't say that. They used those words, right? So don't forget that. But I'll share a story with you. I went to, part of my territory is the high desert, and I went to visit a couple agents in Apple Valley. It's a team of agents, actually. And when I was there, I was like, here's my business cards. They asked me to bring them more brochures, very supportive of me. And I said, don't forget, give my cards to your clients, so if they need any help, they can call me direct. And they immediately said, no, we're not doing that, Susan, because every time they needed help, you have been there. I had a few things where I actually contributed dollars towards their out-of-pocket costs for some of their clients. And she said, because you did that and I called them on their water heater, they gave me 2 referrals and we got 2 listings. So you could use that. You know, this wasn't what I was planning on saying, but when you were talking about that, you can use that tool, right? So anytime, like if I'm servicing someone and I can let you know this is what happened, I always follow up. I give you, you know, all the details. Call them. You know, tell them, hey, how'd it go? You already know how it went, right? Because I'm going to take good care of them. Because I got a company that supports me, and you're only as good as the people supporting you. That's how I feel. But with that said, we did a survey. I have a prize. We did a survey. I hope I didn't say this. I'm like losing my memory, something like that. With clients, because I get calls like, oh my God, I forgot that he had a home warranty and he just spent, true call, $2,300 to replace his hot water heater. Can you refund him? I don't know. Sorry. So my company did a survey to a lot of clients to see, do you know you have a warranty? Do you know how to use it? What percent of those clients do you think said they either didn't know they had one or they don't know how to order service with one?
65.
Who said 60? Did I already do this here?
No. Well, we've all kind of said it at the same time. Do you want it?
Well, no, I can get another one on my card.
No, give it to my friend right here.
Oh, well, he wants to do that. Yeah, I can't believe you hit that nail on the head. You're just hungry.
I'm hungry for deals on Instagram.
65% of our clients said they didn't know they had a warranty or they didn't know how to order service. So, what my company put into place is we call, every time an order is placed, we call the client and tell them you have a warranty. When it closes escrow, we email them and say, don't forget you have a home warranty. We give them the steps how to use it. So what 2 things do you think is very important when you're placing your order for a home warranty? what do you think we need?
The order number.
We need the phone number, and we need their email, or we can't call them and we can't email them. So if you just keep that in the back of your mind, that just helps your clients have good, experiences, and we can, utilize that to keep them up to date. Do you like it?
I love it.
I'll get you one too, Sandy, or some.
What is it?
Oh, it's a box of money. It's a box of money.
It's like white elephant again.
Okay, that's bribery, no.
Little bit, so a little notebook and then a bigger notebook, right?
Ooh, Yeah.
Yeah, really nice.
Moleskin.
Very, very nice. So thank
What's
you.
most,
Moleskin is just the.
oh. I don't know, it just came in the box. Anyhow.
And a pen.
Nice.
Now I know what's in there, thanks. No. Did you?
Yeah.
So we're going to do a raffle.
We're gonna do the raffle now.
Alright.
We're all done.
Oh.
Okay? Does everyone have their
I was
tickets,
lucky to
right?
be the last speaker, so I get to help.
Anybody wanna buy tickets to the raffle
Lisa.
before we do our drawing? We got one
Okay.
more.
You want more?
No.
We're okay? Alright, she's gonna pick them. I
Okay.
stirred them really well.
It's a good thing I have a small hand.
Yeah.
There you go.
Read the
First
last-
number,
Last 4 digits.
2305.
2305.
Really? 2305?
Nobody.
Going once.
How did you get these tickets?
I don't know, I just random people on the streets. Okay.
Last year's tickets for this year's price. That's
Yeah.
not a bad deal.
2295.
Okay.
Oh. The whole table?
The whole table.
Oh my.
Yeah.
We better
We don't mess around here.
That's right.
Just
All right,
keep digging.
ready?
Just keep going.
2310.
2310. Come on.
Going once, twice.
Oh. All
Ah.
Oh, we got more.
Yeah, I took a handful. 2307. 2307.
307.
They're with the 05.
307, yes.
2307.
Yes.
2307. The last 4 numbers.
All
I
right.
got it.
You have 5 too?
Keep going.
2296.
You have the 2305. All right. $10 birthday. Okay.
She
Yes,
has two.
05.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, okay, well then there you go, you get 2. That's Nat.
That's nice.
Millionaire real estate.
All right, ready? Okay.
2311.
All right.
Whoop, whoop.
Okay, now.
Come on, get some energy in this
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
I know, I'm
Tyler
gonna
takes it all
exhaust
from us.
people.
Sorry.
How many we got left?
How many?
Oh, you're
Oh,
good.
2304.
Eliza.
Jen, it's your birthday.
Oh.
All right, Cherie.
I did.
Yeah.
We gotta give it away.
She kicks
The
it.
price is right. 2304, correct?
Yep.
Yes. All right, go on ahead.
2302.
Yay! All right.
Hot dog. Hot spaghetti. Isn't that
A hot dog.
Hot dog.
That's right.
Let's get that dog right. 2298.
Yeah, I got one.
Still more?
Still more. There's 2 more after this. And then we're done. And then we can eat. Just kidding. There's no food today.
Camping this week.
Oh, there's food. I brought food.
You would, Sarah.
2301.
2301.
2301.
Woo! Oh, there you go. All right, last one now, please. 2291. 2291.
Jackson.
All right, thank you, everybody.
All right. Hey, before we leave, we got one last thing I want you to help us out with. If you could hold up that lead you just got, I want you to wave it around the air, smiling like from ear to ear. Sam's gonna do a quick boomerang of that for our social media. We appreciate you guys helping us with that. And if you would, because right now you hold in your hand a potential $10,000, right? I do. All right, get it up. Let's go. And now lead.
I love
All
that.
right, go wide on that. 1.5.
All
All right. Leads and lunch provided. Don't miss Sam Hoffman of Junction Handlers in about 15 minutes. Go get that business. Right. See you guys.
We're doing the beanbags.
Yeah.